Hello everybody, this is the voice of Erin Hovey Schaefer, one of your classmates or maybe a stranger if you're just someone who happened to stumble across my blog. I had intended to post here a work I had composed in the last week about feminism. In my life I have always rejected the word feminism, the term. I feel like my work in gender studies has always kind of pushed the word on me when I really, honestly, truly could not define it clearly. And I was even a little hostile to some people in my life because, you know, they were calling me a feminist, and I said, you know, I don't feel like I am. I'm like all genders. I love men. I love women. I love everybody. I mean, I don't want to say that I'm a feminism because I felt that there was kind of like a hateful connotation to it. And then I happened to be browsing a gender studies website, and I came across a speech that Emma Watson had done, and she said in her speech that she hated that the term feminism had become synonymous with man-hating. And it really kind of struck me because I was thinking, you know, I think that's why I don't like the term feminism is because it seems like an insult. I mean, the way the word is even constructed seems harsh, you know. Femme, it's all about the woman. The woman's the central focal point. And then ism, it kind of sounds like sexism or racism. I mean, it's just a weirdly constructed word in my opinion. But then after I had watched that speech, I kind of just moved on, just mulling it over here and there when I had the time. And then on March 8th, there was the Women's Day, International Women's Day. You probably saw it advertised on your Facebook. There was a big banner, and it said, "It's International Women's Day, everybody celebrate." And I wrote a piece on it because it kind of changed my views on feminism, and instead of posting it, since it's so long and clunky, I think I'm just going to read you the highlights so you can kick back and listen to my squeaky little elf voice. Okay, so this last Monday, I think it was Monday, maybe it was Sunday, was a kind of what I interpreted as a social media holiday, just in the fact that I didn't realize it was a holiday until I got on Facebook and it said, okay, this has been a holiday for a while and everybody's posting about it, so I thought, oh, that's great, you know, I'm happy to celebrate International Women's Day. I mean, as most people know, throughout history, women have been oppressed. They've been put in a situation where they weren't very often celebrated. So I was sitting there and kind of thinking of what woman I wanted to write about or post a picture about, and then something bothered me. I noticed that a lot of men had posted statuses in protest to International Women's Day. They were saying things like, when is it going to be International Men's Day, and when do men get a day, and, you know, neo-feminists get another day now, and it really perturbed me because, in my opinion, women are very absent as far as national holidays, or not even national holidays, like any holiday. And it's very upsetting because women want that opportunity to be celebrated. I mean, there are a lot of great men in history. I mean, we celebrate President's Day, or Martin Luther King Jr. Day, or Columbus Day, and don't get me wrong, those are all very deserving men who deserve a holiday, but at the same time, it's like, where's Harriet Beecher Stowe Day, or Susan B. Anthony Day, or Sandra Day O'Connor Day? I mean, in my opinion, men get lots of days, but women get very little in terms of holidays. So I was very offended that the men would rally against this idea of having an International Women's Day, especially with you know, everybody's interpretation of the gender equality, the fact that a lot of women feel they no longer need the term feminism or the feminist movement. I think that's kind of a post-feminist idea, you know. But in that moment, I kind of felt, I think we really need feminism. I think feminism is dying. I think people are just becoming comfortable. They're becoming satisfied with the fact that they can express anything they want on social media or through means of the internet, where, yeah, you'll get backlash, but, there's not a face involved. These men who were saying, I want equality. It's not equal to have a day all to yourself when what you really want is feminism. So an equality between the sexes would be, oh, I want a day too. Where's my day? Which, ironically, I was discussing this with a friend, and there is an International Men's Day. It's on November 19th every year. It would probably have been a banner this year on Facebook if you had just waited, but I took the opportunity to kind of look into this International Men's Day, and I would like to read from their website the very first sentence about the cause of International Men's Day, and it says, and I quote, "The objective of International Men's Day include a focus in men's and boys' health, improving gender relations, promoting gender equality, and highlighting positive male role models." So, these men, and I think there was a few women in there, they're claiming that International Women's Day wasn't fair because there was no International Men's Day. But they had not taken the time or the effort to even look into whether or not there was a Men's Day. And there is. And the point of Men's Day is apparently to improve gender relations. And I felt like the males weren't doing their sex a favor here, They were just jumping to conclusions that some woman was coming up with this day and attacking them for it, and that they deserved an international holiday too. And in my mind I thought, they don't really want a holiday. They don't want a holiday. They want us to not have a holiday. They want International Women's Day to not be a celebrated thing. And why is that? Why are they doing that? It upset me deeply. And so I went on in my paper to say that I understand that men feel it is equality that entitles them to an International Men's Day, but then I also said maybe it is equality that they are using to take this day away from us. Since the moment women demanded equality from the patriarchy, they have used their understanding of the term equality, to fight us. It's been kind of like an underhanded way of giving women what they want. They just take all of the things that they know we deserve throughout history and just dumped them at our feet. They're like, okay, here's all the tools, here's the technicality of having equality, but we're going to fight you on it. We're not going to help you by supporting International Women's Day or being excited about it. We're just going to use it against you. And that infuriates me. I mean, I appreciate the resources, and I appreciate all the men who supported International Women's Day, and I support all the men and women who made gender equality what it is today in the country, to the point where women can vote and women can operate confidently in society because they're not so repressed. But I also know that it's not over. And that's kind of where I picked up feminism. I said, this is not a fight that's won. There's still words and actions and ways of thinking that push us into a stereotype, that push us into a role that we might not want to play or that we might not want to engage in. I mean, it's almost like gender relations have become a battle of hostility instead of a conversation, And I really don't know, I mean, I still don't know. That's the big thing, is there's not an easy way to say, okay, you should be a feminist. Okay, feminism is for you, because so many people have so many different ideas of feminism. So what I kind of decided is I have to form my own idea of feminism and defend it. I can't just say, okay, I'm a feminist. I have to say, I'm a feminist because of this. I'm a feminist because I feel that women should not be defined in terms of being feminine, being dainty, being beautiful, being objects of lust and romance. I mean, there is no specific role I think any gender should play in society. I think we should live androgynously and build our gender identity on what we like, on our experiences, on influences from people of both sexes. And so ever since then, I've been just kind of reading. I bought a ton of books on gender and feminism, and I've just been kind of rooting through them. And I will post what I have been reading in case anybody else is interested in taking a peek into it. At this point, I highly recommend Roxane Gay's Bad Feminism. It's a real easy read, and it's real relatable. Answers a lot of questions about feminism, about race that we might be too shy to ask or even, personally explore just because of these taboos society has set up for us. So, in conclusion, I think I'd just like to read the last paragraph of the paper I had intended to post, just to summarize my conversion to feminism, I guess it would be. So here it is. So ladies and gents, here I am, the oppressed. I have become the big, ugly word that so often has been used to keep me quiet. Well, now I'm going to wear it. We will join forces, this term and me. We will become as ugly as you can make the word. I will paint the word across my bare breast. I will eat it until I am fat and bulging. I will hit you with it, hard. This is my word now, and it will exist in my world. I will not speak it with softness, but with a voice that demands that you hear it. I am a feminist, and I am angry. I was really proud of that last paragraph. If you're a writer, you'll probably know the feeling, but kind of like, man, I shouldn't have stumbled through that. I should have practiced it before I talked. I should have planned anything before I started recording my voice, but yeah. So if you want to actually read what I wrote about feminism and how I've kind of formed an opinion on it in the last couple weeks through my research, I did post it in the Student Lounge discussion board, and Sabrina has already commented on it. She's got a really good paper brewing about gender equality and women in society, so maybe we could ask her to elaborate on that a little more. And I hope you guys are all having fun with your capstone projects, and good luck!